siblings. I even reached out to Andrea so she can ask Tammy. If Tammy shows up, maybe that can help me.
1,000-pound sisters, who is Amy Slaton's best friend, Alicia Lee Davis. Meet the public transportation driver, mother and grandmother. Alicia Lee Davis has entered the chat in Season 8 of 1,000-Pound Sisters. According to Amy Slaton, Davis was one of the only people she spoke to, aside from her now husband, Brian LaVaughn, while they were planning their October 2024 wedding. In episode 2 of this season, the 38-year-old reality TV star asked Davis to be her maid of honor. I intuitively knew that my extraordinary friend Alicia would graciously accept the esteemed honor of being my maid of honor, even before I extended the heartfelt invitation. Slaton told People of her decision. Recently, Slaton shared a poem Davis wrote for her titled Amy's Tears. "Thank you for writing this poem for me," Slaton captioned the Instagram post. "I love you, girl, on camera, off camera, and everything in between. This poem means a lot. It means you get me when no one else does." Outside of being Slaton's best friend and maid of honor, Davis is a mother and G-mama, according to her Instagram profile. Davis has a career as a public transportation driver and dispatcher. "Just out here living life, making the best out of every day," her profile reads. She is followed by Tammy Slaton as well as her sister. Davis isn't extremely active on social media. At publication, her latest post is from November 2025. The photo shows Davis smiling with the caption, "Hope you all have a wonderful day." She is much more active on Threads, where she most recently posted a photo with her 2 sons. "We celebrated their grandfather Ted today," she captioned the post. "Wonderful man, and he'll be missed." Davis also appears to be close with another member of the Slaton family, Amanda Halterman. In a TikTok post from October 2024 that's pinned to the top of her profile, Davis captioned a photo of the duo writing, "My crazy sister Lowell love her." Halterman has also posted about Davis. "Thanks for always being there." She captioned a TikTok post from June 2024, "Supporting us, we love you, girl." Sunday Diner was fire. Davis is also married and mentions her husband in a more recent TikTok post from January 17, 2026. Davis appears to be excited about being part of this season of 1,000-Pound Sisters. About a month before Season 8 aired, she shared a teaser clip and implored her TikTok followers to stay tuned for new episodes. 1,000-Pound Sisters, Tammy's shocking claim about Brittany. Amid feud with Amy. In the latest twists surrounding TLC's hit reality series, tensions inside the Slaton family appear to be rising once again.
I hope everybody forgives
This time, the spotlight is on Tammy Slaton, who has made a surprising claim involving Brittany. All while her ongoing feud with sister Amy Slaton continues to intensify. For longtime viewers of 1,000-Pound Sisters, family conflict is nothing new. The series has documented years of emotional struggles, health battles, and complicated sibling dynamics. However, Tammy's recent statement has added a fresh layer of tension that fans did not see coming. The background of the feud. Tammy and Amy's relationship has always been central to the show. From the beginning, their bond was built on shared experiences, mutual support, and a deep understanding of each other's struggles with weight and health. But as both sisters have undergone major life changes, including surgeries, personal growth, and shifting priorities, their relationship has also evolved. In recent episodes, viewers have noticed a growing emotional distance between the two. Conversations have become sharper. Misunderstandings appear to escalate more quickly, and disagreements that once seemed minor now carry heavier emotional weight. Amid this strained dynamic, Tammy's shocking claim about Brittany has entered the conversation. Who is Brittany in the family dynamic?
I've always been the one to say,
Brittany,
I'm sorry.
who is married to Tammy and Amy's brother Chris, has often been portrayed as calm and supportive. While not always at the center of drama, she has been present during key family moments. Her steady presence has made her appear neutral in many conflicts.
Tammy and Amy,
That
get
is
back
why
on good
Tammy's
terms
recent
like they
remarks
were.
have surprised fans. According to Tammy, Brittany's role in the family tension may not be as mutable as previously assumed. While Tammy did not provide exhaustive details, her comments implied that Brittany may have influenced certain situations behind the scenes. This claim has sparked immediate reaction among viewers. Tammy's shocking statement. During a recent heated exchange connected to her feud with Amy, Tammy suggested that Brittany may have contributed to misunderstandings within the family. The claim was subtle but significant. Tammy hinted that conversations and perspectives shared privately could have shaped how certain conflicts
There
unfolded
might be
publicly.
5 people show up. There
Though
might
she
be
stopped
1,000.
short of
I
making
don't
direct
know.
accusations, the implication was clear enough to fuel speculation. For fans who have viewed Brittany as a stabilizing force, this allegation feels unexpected. It raises questions about unseen conversations and the complexities of family alliances. How Amy fits into the situation. Amy's relationship with Tammy has gone through multiple phases, from close partnership to emotional distance. As Amy has focused more on motherhood and personal independence, some viewers believe Tammy has felt left behind. If Brittany is indeed involved in influencing family discussions, that could further complicate Amy and Tammy's already fragile connection. So far, Amy has not publicly responded in depth to Tammy's claim. Her silence has only increased curiosity about what may truly be happening behind the scenes. Fan reactions and speculation. Online reactions have been swift. Some fans support Tammy, suggesting that family dynamics are rarely as straightforward as they appear on camera. Others defend Brittany, arguing that she has consistently shown loyalty and calmness throughout the series. There is also a broader conversation about editing. Reality television often condenses hours of interaction into short segments, sometimes amplifying conflict while minimizing context. Without seeing every conversation in full, it is difficult to determine the accuracy or depth of Tammy's claim. The emotional undercurrent. Beyond the specific allegation, what stands out most is the emotional undertone. Tammy's statement appears to reflect deeper frustration rather than a single, isolated incident. Over the past seasons, Tammy has worked hard to transform her health and independence. With that transformation has come a shift in confidence and self-expression. Some fans believe she is now more willing to voice concerns that she may have previously kept to herself. If Tammy feels misunderstood or sidelined within her own family, her comments about Brittany could be part of a larger expression of unresolved tension. What happens next? At this stage, the situation remains fluid. There's been no formal confrontation shown on screen that fully addresses Tammy's claim. Viewers are left waiting to see whether future episodes will explore the issue more directly. Will Brittany respond? Will Amy address the accusation? Or will the matter quietly fade into the background? In the world of £1,000 sisters, family conflicts rarely disappear without emotional resolution. For now, Tammy's shocking claim has added another chapter to the evolving Slaton family story. It underscores how fragile relationships can become under pressure, especially when personal growth, public attention, and private conversations collide. As tensions continue to simmer, many viewers believe Tammy's statement about Brittany is not just about one disagreement. Instead, it appears to reflect a deeper fracture within the family dynamic that has been building over time. Over the past few seasons of £1,000 Sisters, Tammy has undergone one of the most dramatic transformations on the show. After years of health struggles, setbacks, and emotional breakdowns, she began taking serious steps toward independence. Her weight loss surgery marked a turning point not only physically but emotionally. With that transformation came a shift in how Tammy interacts with her family. In earlier seasons, Tammy was often portrayed as dependent, relying heavily on Amy and other family members for daily support. Now, as she gains more independence, her voice appears stronger. She is speaking more directly, expressing frustration more openly, and refusing to remain silent when she feels overlooked. Some fans interpret Tammy's comments about Brittany as part of this evolution. Rather than staying quiet, she is now addressing concerns head-on, even if those concerns create controversy. Brittany's connection to the family comes primarily through her marriage to Chris. Chris has frequently been positioned as a mediator within the Slaton family, attempting to balance humour with honesty when tensions rise. Because Brittany is closely connected to Chris, some viewers wonder whether Tammy's claim could indirectly involve broader family discussions that include both of them. If private conversations between Chris and Brittany influenced how family issues were approached, it could explain Tammy's perception that Brittany played a role in the conflict. However, without clear confirmation, this remains interpretation rather than fact. What is undeniable is that once a claim is made publicly, especially on a reality television platform, it can reshape relationships even if intentions were misunderstood. Amy's emotional position. Amy's role in this unfolding situation is complex. As Tammy's sister, she has experienced years of shared struggle. Their bond has been tested by health crises, relationship changes, and personal growth. Recently, Amy's focus has shifted heavily toward motherhood and building stability for her children. That shift naturally changes family priorities. Where she once centered much of her energy on Tammy's well-being, she now balances that with parenting responsibilities. Some viewers speculate that Tammy may feel emotionally displaced. If Brittany has become someone Amy confides in or leans on during disagreements, that dynamic could create feelings of exclusion for Tammy. Again, these interpretations remain speculative. But in families under public scrutiny, perception can carry as much weight as reality. It is important to recognize how editing can shape audience interpretation. Reality TV episodes often compress days or weeks of interactions into brief scenes. Tone, pauses, and reactions can appear more dramatic when condensed. Tammy's shocking claim may have been part of a larger, more nuanced conversation that viewers have not fully seen. Context can drastically alter how a statement is perceived. Still, even without full context, the emotional impact is real. Words spoken on camera tend to carry lasting consequences. For longtime followers of the series, this feud does not appear entirely out of character. The Slaton family has experienced cycles of closeness and conflict before. Health scares, life transitions, and personal milestones often intensify emotions. With Tammy gaining independence and Amy navigating her own challenges, their once tightly woven partnership is naturally shifting. Sometimes growth can unintentionally create distance. Tammy's claim about Brittany may symbolize a larger fear. The fear of losing influence, losing connection, or feeling replaced within the family structure. As with most dramatic developments on 1,000-Pound Sisters, the audience is divided. Some viewers applaud Tammy for speaking her truth, arguing that bottled-up feelings often lead to greater resentment later. Others caution against drawing conclusions without hearing Brittany's perspective. Many fans are calling for clarity, hoping future episodes will provide a direct conversation where all sides can explain their viewpoints. The absence of immediate resolution keeps speculation alive. Conflict has always driven engagement on reality television. However, in the case of 1,000-Pound Sisters, the emotional core of the show has always been family support. If Tammy and Amy's feud deepens, especially with additional family members involved, it could significantly alter the tone of future seasons. Viewers who tuned in for transformation and resilience may now find themselves watching a story about fractured relationships and emotional boundaries. At the same time, reconciliation is not out of the question. The Slaton family has demonstrated resilience before. Disagreements have surfaced, emotions have boiled over, but ultimately, shared history has often pulled them back together. Whether that pattern repeats remains to be seen. As the situation continues to unfold, one thing is clear. Tammy's shocking claim about Brittany has shifted the emotional atmosphere within the Slaton family. Whether the comment was made out of frustration, hurt, or a deeper concern about loyalty, it has undeniably introduced a new layer to the ongoing feud with Amy. Family conflicts rarely exist in isolation. They are often built on accumulated misunderstandings, unresolved feelings, and shifting roles. Tammy's transformation over the past few seasons has changed how she sees herself, and possibly how she expects others to see her as well. Independence can bring empowerment, but it can also bring sensitivity to how one is treated or spoken about. If Tammy believes Brittany influenced certain conversations or perceptions, it may stem from feeling excluded from decisions or discussions that directly impact her. In close families, even small communication gaps can quickly evolve into larger emotional divides. At the same time, Brittany has consistently been portrayed as calm and reserved. If she did participate in private family conversations, that alone does not confirm negative intent. Often, family members discuss concerns out of care rather than conflict. Without direct clarification from Brittany herself, it remains impossible to determine the full context behind Tammy's statement. Amy's position remains delicate. As a sister, she shares deep history with Tammy. As a mother and an individual navigating her own challenges, her priorities have shifted. If Tammy perceives Amy as leaning on Brittany for support during disagreements, it may unintentionally amplify feelings of distance between the sisters. What makes this situation compelling is not just the claim itself, but what it represents. It signals that beneath the surface of weight loss, journeys and personal growth stories, emotional wounds and insecurities still exist. Growth does not automatically eliminate tension. In some cases, it exposes it. Looking ahead, viewers will likely be watching closely for any direct confrontation or conversation that addresses Tammy's claim more openly. A face-to-face discussion between Tammy and Brittany could clarify intentions and reduce speculation. Likewise, a heart-to-heart between Tammy and Amy could determine whether this feud deepens or begins to heal. The strength of 1,000-Pound Sisters has always been its raw portrayal of family bonds. Imperfect, but enduring. While disagreements are dramatic, reconciliation often resonates more powerfully with audiences. Fans are not just invested in conflict, they are invested in connection. For now, Tammy's shocking claim stands as a reminder that family relationships are constantly evolving. Misunderstandings can arise, emotions can escalate, but resolution is always possible when communication returns. Whether this moment marks the beginning of a deeper divide or simply another chapter in a long history of sibling tension remains uncertain. What is certain, however, is that viewers will continue watching. Not just for the drama, but for the hope that understanding and unity can ultimately prevail. Camel bite PTSD, deadbeat mum claims, and more. Tammy and Amy Slaton fire off insults in family group chat on 1,000-Pound Sisters. On this week's episode of TLC's 1,000-Pound Sisters, the ongoing feud between Tammy and Amy Slaton reaches a new level of toxicity when the sisters partake in a verbal sparring match within their family group chat, complete with profanity, personal digs, and a level of pettiness we didn't even know existed. In a clip from Tuesday's episode posted online by TLC, Amy and Tammy's siblings, Chris Combs and Misty Slaton, unpack the unhinged confrontation that went down via text, with Chris revealing that the sister squabble started at around 5 a.m. that day. "Man, what the hell happened this morning in the group chat?" Chris asks Misty, who admits to him that she had to read the text exchange a few times to understand what went down between Amy and Tammy. Chris goes on to explain to viewers that Tammy and Amy got into over text message after Amy backed out of going to volunteer at the animal shelter with Tammy, citing PTSD over the damn camel bite, which in turn caused Tammy to lose her SEST. When do we get to talk about the PPSD we have from dealing with those two? For those of you who may have forgotten, assuming that's even a possibility, Amy was arrested back in September 2024 for drug possession and child endangerment after getting bit by a camel at a Tennessee safari park. Amy's now husband, Brian Lavorne, was with her at the time of the incident, and the two received his and hers handcuffs before being hauled off to jail together. In the clip from Tuesday's episode, viewers get to see a handful of the alleged 180 texts that Amy and Tammy fired off at one another in their family chat. In the first message, Amy informs Tammy that she woke up with a panic attack and is concerned about the possibility of her getting bit by an alpaca at the animal shelter, before going on to tell Tammy in a follow-up text that she really can't be around big animals due to her having PTSD from the camel. In response, Tammy tells her sister to grow up, while also questioning how Amy can go to a pet store and get 12 cats, but can't go to an animal shelter where all of the animals are in cages. "You're a F-king child," Tammy tells Amy in another text. From there, Amy accuses Tammy of yelling at her, to which Tammy lets her sister know that she's over her bull's tea and thinks she's an immature F-king child. "I'm not being immature. I'm trying to be real with you, bitch," Amy fires back. "Yes, I have pets. My animals are not alpacas. I don't force you to do things that hurt you." Tammy tells Amy that she actually is forcing her to do something that hurts her, while reminding her sister that she doesn't want to go to her F-king wedding, and is seemingly being forced into doing so. Tammy also accuses Amy of being a deadbeat mom, and tells her she's done with her. Amy and Tammy proceed to partake in a rapid-fire exchange of nasty name-calling, most of which is blurred by TLC due to its NSFW content. Among the censored texts is one from Tammy seemingly calling Amy a F-king were. In another text, Tammy appears to accuse Amy of sleeping with a lot men in town, and claims that Amy is getting married so fast because no one other than Brian would want her. As the Ashley previously reported, Amy and Brian tied the knot on Halloween, where Amy's good friend Lee Davis was chosen to stand beside her as the maid of honor instead of Tammy, who attended the nuptials as a guest. Amy explained on a recent episode of 1,000 Sisters that she opted not to include Tammy in her bridal party because Tammy doesn't allow her to express her opinions in the way that Lee does. "I'm sure Tammy's going to be pissed that she's not my maid of honor, but I don't give a ST," Amy said. "At the end of the day, this is my wedding. Why's it got to be Tammy? This ain't about Tammy." After recounting the heated back and forth between his sisters in the clip from Tuesday's episode, Chris attempts to make light of his family's seemingly never-ending drama. "I didn't even know Fat Fingers could move so fast," he tells viewers. New episodes of 1,000 Sisters air Tuesdays on TLC. Watch a clip from this week's episode below. 1,000 Sisters shows Tammy extending an olive branch to Amy only to be shut down this week. A brand new episode of the popular reality series 1,000 Sisters premieres on TLC Tuesday, January 20 at 9/8C. During this week's new episode, Tammy tries to repair her fractured bond with her sister Amy, but things end up taking another unexpected turn. How to watch 1,000 Sisters Season 8. Cord cutters looking for ways to keep up with this season of the hit TLC reality series can stream new episodes weekly through DirecTV, Philo, and Sling. Those hoping to enjoy a free trial can find one available through DirecTV. DirecTV offers its subscribers over 90 live TV channels and helpful features like unlimited Cloud DVR storage. Along with its 4 streaming packages that start at $89.99, DirecTV also offers its subscribers the ability to customize their content even more through genre packs, which limits filler channel overload. The platform offers a 5-day free trial, and to make it even sweeter for new users, DirecTV is slashing $40 off new subscribers' first month, meaning users can start streaming for just $49 a month. Philo is considered one of the most affordable traditional cable alternatives out there. At just $33 a month, only $25 the first month, subscribers can enjoy over 70 top-rated TV channels such as TLC, MTV, BET, AMC, CMT, Investigation Discovery, and more. Subscribers can also access HBO Max and Discovery Plus content with a Philo subscription. Sling is another great streaming platform replacing basic cable. By offering users a stellar selection of popular TV channels, Sling is a great alternative to the hassle of traditional cable. Sling is also introducing day, week, and weekend passes, which allow users to choose how long they can access the platform. Plans start at just $45.99 a month after the first month, and the new passes start at $4.99. This week, Amy and Brian go ghost hunting at potential wedding venues for their upcoming nuptials. Meanwhile, Chris hosts a BBQ get-together to celebrate Brittany's weight loss, but it's quickly overshadowed by Amy's maid of honor review. Later, Tammy tries to repair her bond with Amy only to be shut down as new issues arise.